Isa-isahin natin itong move niya para ipabasura ito impeachment case. What do you think of this?
Well, yung motion to dismiss nga, yung answer ad cautelam motion to dismiss, no? Kasi merong hearing on the affirmative defenses. Yun ang style ng mga litigation lawyers, no? Para i-delay talaga ang trial. This motion to dismiss, in fact, looks like a script. Parang continuing script, hindi continuing court, continuing script ng senator judges who we saw on national TV acted as defense counsel. When they made a move to dismiss, then they made a move to amend, then finally they decided on a Solomonic decision to refer it to the House without, quote unquote, without terminating or dismissing the case, no? By requiring the House to answer two things. Number one is, nag-comply ba kayo sa requirements ng Constitution on the procedure for the filing of impeachment cases? And secondly, sa resolution nila, mag-i-end na yung 19th Congress. Itutuloy ba to ng 20th Congress, itong impeachment case? Siyempre, hindi nakakomply. Before we go to the reply, no, kasi merong mga technical objections na mention ng mga some of the senators, no. First of all, sinabi nila na the public prosecutors made their entry of appearance to the Senate before it became convened as an impeachment court, no. So hindi nila sinubmit yung appearance nila sa impeachment court. So the public prosecutors to preempt again that debate on did you formally appear before the impeachment court or did you appear before the Senate? Nag-file ng manifestation and submission ang public prosecutors on the appearance, final sa impeachment court, para mamatay na yung objection na yung defense nag-file sa amin ng appearance nila ad cautelam, no. Kayo hindi naman kayo nag-file dito sa amin, nag-file kayo sa Senate as a legislative body. So that pleading has been filed.
Attorney, wait lang. Question lang
Yeah.
dun sa filing ng House prosecutors. Ano yung kaugnayan dun sa fact na yung mga senador mismo yung nag-waive nung formal appearance and reading of the articles of impeachment by the House prosecutors? May kaugnayan ba yan?
Well, yes, because as mentioned, ginamit yon sa answer ad cautelam ni Sara Duterte. In fact, her first argument is, what impeachment are we talking about? Wala naman articles of impeachment dito, no? There was none that was read to the Senate impeachment court. Kasi ang operative word daw, reading of the articles of impeachment before the Senate, in accordance with the Senate rules of impeachment. At sinasabi rin nila na ni VP Sara na wala namang articles of impeachment, sinoli nga ng Senate sa inyo sa House, no? Yung together with the resolution, no? And yun ang mga sinasabi niya, no? So the Senate itself, by issuing the writ of summons, kasi pag nagbibigay ka ng writ of summons, kasama yung articles of impeachment. So that by itself, no? Plus, it is absurd. It is absurd that Sara Duterte will answer a non-existing impeachment complaint, no? Pangalawa, winave nga yung reading It is not the public prosecutor's fault. It is the decision of the impeachment court to waive the reading of the impeachment. Kasi 2 beses sinet yung reading ng impeachment articles of impeachment at 2 beses kinancel. In view of that, the Senate President chose to refer it immediately to the Committee on Justice. So what did they refer to the Committee of Justice? The articles of impeachment, belying the claim, misleading claim ni VP Sara na wala namang articles of impeachment. So figuratively, there is articles of impeachment and literally may talagang articles of impeachment na pending sa Senate. So misleading yung sinasabi ni VP Sara na there's no articles of impeachment to talk about.
Pero hindi ba, attorney, this was a complication that was introduced by the senators themselves when in fact it would have been less complicated kung hindi na-remand yung articles of impeachment. Wala na sana tayong debating ganito eh.
Precisely. Precisely nga, that's why I'm saying this looks like a script, no? From the time that some of the senator judges started to act as defense counsels, uh, by putting forward the argument na dapat i-dismiss, no? For lack of jurisdiction, citing two things, the one bar rule and the crossover, which we will discuss hopefully later. Parang continuation of that script. May nag-orchestrate nito at hindi lang natin alam kung sino or kung bakit. No? So, because of the public outcry, kung hindi nagmarcha sa outside the Senate building ang civil society, you're talking of academics, you're talking of all the marginalized sectors saying impeach, impeach, or trial, trial, baka natuloy yan. I think they buckled down and said, let's find a decision. That's why nag-amendment instead of dismissal. Nagkaroon ng resolution ng House.
Okay. And what kind of course, pupuntahan natin mamaya yung isa-isa yung mga na-raise na issues ng Vice President. Pero dito, bago po muna yan, no? What kind of proceedings or even trial are you expecting kung ganito pa lang ito din kilos sa mga senador? Para bang katag team yung Vice President even before the trial could commence?
Well, we're expecting that they're laying the basis for either side going up to the Supreme Court. Forum shopping yan eh. Kasi although there are three independent branches of government, no, the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive, there is check and balance. But in an impeachment, when there are impeachment proceedings, you only go up to the Supreme Court, not on the issue of acquittal or conviction, which is final. You can go to the Supreme Court under what we lawyers term as Rule 65, yung grave abuse of discretion ng Senate. So if the Senate dismisses it, certainly the public prosecutors will deem it as a remedy to go to the Supreme Court. If the Senate denies it, then it is the defense that will go up to the Supreme Court. So clearly, this is a dilatory tactic to avoid trial forthwith, no? Ngayon, ano ang position ng mga lawyers studying this case? For as long as there is no injunction from the Supreme Court, the impeachment trial should continue hanggang walang decision ng Supreme Court on an injunction to stop the continuation. Dalawa pa, Christian, ang pinipresent nilang obstacle to continuation of the trial, no? Pangalawa, yung sinasabi nilang hindi pa naman final ang COA ruling, naka-appeal pa kami sa COA, no? At pangatlo, yung recent na pumutok na complaint sa ombudsman. There is a pendency of complaint in the ombudsman. Yung pangatlo, I think the ombudsman, because of public pressure and because he's retiring soon, no? on
Next month?
Next month, he's retiring soon. He may have been enlightened not to decide on the case kasi possibility yan eh. Marami nagsasabi this ombudsman is a Duterte appointee and it might be in the cards. It might be his final show of loyalty to he who appoints him to dismiss the case for lack of probable cause. Kasi nag-act siya with undue haste. Nagulat nga ang House. Wala kaming complaint dyan ang bilis-bilis mag-acto. But that third possibility is out. On the issue of the COA, their appeal on the COA rulings, hindi naman mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
You do not have to wait for the COA to decide. Besides, maraming nagsasabi, ano ba yung COA na yun? The COA does not decide on the merits of what is submitted. The COA decides on the completeness of the submission. So again, procedural na yan. Nag-checklist ang COA o nag-submit ba kayo nito? That does not preclude any filing of any case, much less the impeachment case.
But they're also expecting na some senator judges might raise all these issues to say na huwag na tayo mag-trial. Meron ng ongoing investigations eh.
Well, that will not be a surprise. considering the pattern of conduct of some senator judges. In fact, 2 or 3 of them have already shown their lack of political neutrality, which by itself is a violation of the Senate rules, which says that senator judges must act with political neutrality. It's also a violation of their oath, because their oath says that we should act in accordance with the Constitution and the rules. So,
Paano kung sorry po.
yes po.
Paano kung umabot sa punto na talagang pagbotohan ng mga senator judges whether to dismiss or not the impeachment complaint?
Sa Senate rules kasi, if that is a motion, ang kailangan lang dyan is majority, So that's 1/2 plus 1. So that's probably 13 votes, or 12 votes. But again, kasi they styled it as a motion, it really effectively is not a motion. It kills the entire impeachment complaint. Although sasabihin nilang motion, in fact sa Senate rules, the Senate President, if he says, this is a motion, I will rule on it, the Senate President himself can rule on it unless there are objections from the senator judges who want to put it to a vote. Yun ang mangyayari. Magdidebate na naman yan because each senator judge can explain his or her vote given 2 minutes under the Senate rules. Debate na naman yan ng katakot-takot.
Pero may matinding garapalan naman siguro yung kung umabot sa ganung punto because we also saw what happened after the June 10 session, di ba, when they voted 18-5
Yes.
to remand the complaint. Ito, mas matindi ito. Parang ito na yung bato motion initially, hindi po ba?
Yes. Garapal na to. In fact, I am thinking that they will not do it because it is political suicide for any. Marami dyan. There are those who are running for whose terms have not ended. They will run for re-election for the same Senate position, or there are some of them who may aspire for a higher position. It is not good posturing or strategy for them to even vote on a motion to dismiss without hearing the evidence. Kasi at least pagkatapos ng trial, pwede silang magmoro-moro and say, the evidence to me is not clear, I will abstain. Abstention vote dito, Christian, is a vote for acquittal.
Yeah.
Kasi kailangan affirmative votes for conviction ang kailangan.